Last time on Dupli-Color TV, we painted half of the engine block, and while most of the accessories are still out, we're going to continue to restore and restyle using the multitude of different types of VHT and Dupli-Color products.
Okay, as you can see, we're starting to pull parts off the El Camino. We got the valve cover here, and what we want to do is show you exactly how to prep this, apply the paint, and show you the final result, what you can do with the VHT and Dupli-Color products.
Now, we decided to use some VHT Wrinkle Plus on the valve cover here. It'll give us a nice old school finish. But before we do that, we have some surface rust we got to take care of, and even before that, we have to do some cleaning.
Right, exactly. Dupli-Color has the prep wipes, and now we have the prep spray. This will take on some larger projects, and you know, unlike the prep wipes, this will spray, get into the cracks and crevices and things like that where the grease likes to hide. So we're going to wipe it down with this, get rid of the grease. We'll scuff it with the Scotch-Brite pad. You know, because if you apply paint over top of a chrome surface, a smooth, shiny surface, it's going to want to flake off. So we want to break that glossy finish with the Scotch-Brite pad, and then we'll wipe it down again with the prep spray, and then we'll go ahead and apply the paint. Yeah, as you can see, what the Scotch-Brite pad is doing is dulling the chrome down and getting it a nice surface to for the paint to bond to. All right, well, with the prep spray, this is a wax and grease remover in a can, basically. And what this does is pull away any grease, deposits, dust, dirt, anything like that off of the surface, because if there's any of that on the surface, the paint will not bond to it. And let me just spray a little bit of this on, and I'll show you exactly what it does. And this is after we scuff the surface down, so we're just going ahead and wiping it down again.
What I want to do first is get a nice light dusting of paint here on the valve cover. So then we go back, we're going to put 2 more kind of wet coats, and that first coat, that light coat, is going to be for those second 2 coats for something to grab onto for the paint to bond.
And the way this Wrinkle Plus works is after the first, second, and third coats are done, the first light coat, the second coat, and third coat will be a little heavier. You don't want to let this sit probably for about 5 to 10 minutes. And how this Wrinkle Plus works is after that, those first couple of coats dry, and we go ahead and reapply then a coat on top of that, the fresh paint going over top the curing paint will cause it to wrinkle, and that's how it works. And then as you keep applying coats, the more it will wrinkle. And then if there are a few other spots that don't wrinkle, you just go ahead and keep on applying it until it does. But if we go ahead and keep on loading it up, coat after coat, and don't let it tack, it won't wrinkle on you. So you definitely want to let it dry for a little bit and then shoot right over top, and we'll show you exactly how that works here in a couple of minutes.
All right, well, we let this valve cover sit for about 15 minutes to dry, and it's really started to just come out with some of that wrinkle. We're going to hit it with a light dusting, and it's going to really bring out more of that wrinkle finish, and then this project will be done. Yeah, that looks good.
It's coming out nice.
All right, we're just cleaning these up, smoothing them out, knocking the dirt and rust off of them so we can get them ready to paint. And we're going to be using some self-etch primer on here. It's not heat resistant like some of the other stuff, but that doesn't matter since these are just accessory units that aren't going to get too hot. And then the fan we're going to clean up with some prep spray. There's some dirt on there. Get that ready for some Metalcast. And then we should be ready to go.
What we have here is one of the next parts that we're going to paint on the El Camino. It's the air cleaner housing, the chrome air cleaner housing. And what we want to do is show you exactly how Metalcast product works. Metalcast product is a tinted clear coat, essentially. It's a transparent paint. And what that's going to do is you're going to be able to see the chrome come right through this paint. And it's just basically to smoke out the chrome. This is the Metalcast smoke. And we have this in other colors as well, you know, red, blue, orange, purple, and this is the smoke color. And this is going to start the whole half and half process. We're going to split this right down the center, leave half of it chrome, the other half of it smoke, and definitely we're going to do some prep work on this because it's dirty. If you're painting a surface that isn't chrome, you're going to want to use the Metalcast base coat, which is an aluminum paint. And what this does is give it a nice bright surface for the Metalcast to go over top of, because say if you're painting like a piece of cast metal or something that just isn't chrome or very bright, the base coat is going to give it that bright appearance then for the Metalcast to go over top of the color coats, and that base coat will shine through as the chrome does.
Okay, as you can see, we got our stuff taped off half and half for our half and half project. Before he gets started with Metalcast, what I'm going to do is hit it with some of our Dupli-Color adhesion promoter, because since it's a nice shiny surface, and since we're not scuffing it up, since that's a transparent paint, we need something that's going to help the paint bond to this metal. So we're going to use this adhesion promoter, which is basically like glue for the paint. So I'm going to hit that nice little dusting and then let him go to it.
All right, looks like Brian has the adhesion promoter laid down. So what's next is the Metalcast here. This Metalcast comes in a variety of different colors. Comes in smoke, as what we're going to use here. Comes in red, blue, orange, purple, green as well, and the base coat, which we mentioned earlier. Basically what this is a tinted clear coat. It's transparent paint, which whatever surface you spray this on, it's going to show right through. So since we're painting this on the chrome, this will smoke out the chrome and give it a nice darker appearance. And as mentioned earlier, the Metalcast base coat, this will give the surface a bright appearance when you put the top coat on it. So, you know, as mentioned, if you're painting anything cast or something that just isn't chrome or bright aluminum, you're going to want to spray this down. It's aluminum paint, and then spray the color coat over top of that, which will just, you know, the aluminum will show through. So go ahead and get this sprayed. When you lay this down, you know, you're going to want to put a dusting coat down, and then you want to put about 2 or 3 wet coats on top of that. Just a light coat will do it for the first shot, and then thereafter you want to lay it down a little heavier, get a nice wet coat so the paint lays down real smooth. Now the smoke color isn't as drastic as the other Metalcast colors, so you're not going to see, you know, the difference right off the bat until you put a few coats down. You know, like the red or the blue, you can really see. This one's a little more subtle. It just kind of smokes out the chrome a little bit. What we have done, we've laid down the Metalcast smoke, and to get this product even glossier, if you want even glossier finish, you're going to want to use the Dupli-Color Enamel General Purpose Clear Coat. The reason why you want to use the enamel is because the Metalcast itself is an enamel paint. If you use a lacquer over top of the enamel, you're going to run into some problems. You're going to get some lifting effects. You're almost going to get the Wrinkle Plus effect, really. It's going to crinkle up on you and basically ruin what you just did. So you're going to want to use enamel with an enamel, a lacquer with a lacquer.
Today on DCTV, we restored a bunch of Underhood products, restyled the air cleaner using Dupli-Color Metalcast, and put a wrinkle finish on the valve cover. In the next episode, we're going under the car to do some more restoration using VHT's chassis paint, high temperature caliper paint, and Dupli-Color's undercoating.